I think there's a lot of it. We've done pretty pictures for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the technology has been driven by equipment. Previous jobs, I was more on the equipment side of the business and had started out on the agronomy when I came out of school, and then worked equipment side and the equipment technology, software, some of the data management in the earlier years. But it was all about pretty pictures rather than, okay, how do we fix the issues that we're finding? And so having that whole perspective coming back to retail agronomy really gave it a whole new perspective on how we needed to approach precision. And really, how is it going to become just agriculture? More along the lines of agronomy technology, and taking the data and making it useful again. Instead of, I've got 20 years worth of yield data on sticks that are in the desk drawer that no one's ever told me that had any use for it. I just should do it. And so now what we're looking at is not just looking at grid sampling, a variable rate application, and a yield map at the end of the day. We want to do a lot more with that. Former coworker of mine always said, articulated it very well with the fact that a yield map is like a coroner, because you learn a lot from a dead body, but it's still dead. Same thing with a crop. There's nothing we really are able to do about it. We learn a lot from it, but we can't fix anything. We can't deal with low nutrient levels. We can't deal with diseases. We can't deal with weed populations that we find after the fact. So now we want to go into more of a nurturing and taking the data we learned from at the beginning, build off of that throughout the season. Some of the compaction sampling, field scouting, tissue sampling, in-season soil sampling, and really looking at what's happening as the crop is growing and being able to perform or execute some function that will help the farmer grow that crop. Because we're finding the limiting factors. Some we can take care of in season, but some we learn about, and now that comes a part of the next year's plan, such as compaction. You can't fix compaction in season, so now we're gonna deal with a nutrient issue because of the compaction now, but now we deal with compaction at the end of the season, whether it's tillage, whether it's cover crops, whatever that case is.
Well, and you mentioned, and I'd seen this phrase in the nomination and materials, and then also you just mentioned agronomy technology.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, how do you differentiate that from precision technology?
To a certain point, there isn't a differentiation. Precision ag has always been kind of a misnomer, but it was the catchphrase that caught on in the mid-90s, and so it stuck. Today it's not precision ag, because precision ag can be really a very broad aspect. Before it was grid sampling and variable rate, then it became auto steering and some of those equipment technologies. So what is it? And again, we go back to, really today it's just farming. And so how are we going to use these technologies across everything that we do and help them produce a crop? Help them become profitable, become more profitable, become even more competitive on a global marketplace.